Just know when you do us wrong, you might trend. That's it. Seeing George Floyd die changed me as a person. I was not this way before. So when I spoke out saying, if I lose it all, okay then. I was born in Jamaica. In my life, I've walked down the road to collect water. I lived that. When I first came to the UK, I lived in Ipswich. Other students felt my skin to see what it felt like. They had never been around a black person before. So when I moved to Birmingham, the multicultural nature of that city helped me to experience different people's cultures and things like that. I definitely feel like I have received a regional battle. I feel like I'd be way further along in my career right now if I had a London accent. In terms of race, I've just felt like that has determined what I'm picked for, what I'm seen as and how I'm viewed. I know when I've walked into a room and I've quote unquote put on my white voice. I know when I've done these things and I'm being a caricature and a diluted version of myself so that people don't feel intimidated. And not only that, but a dumbing down of my intelligence, pretending that I don't understand things. There's white excellent, white mediocre, white sometime-ish, white great, white good, white not so good on screen. But when it comes to black, there's black excellence on screen, not that much black mediocre. But we want you to be able to pick the medium-sized comedian too. Behind the camera, don't even get me started on that. Behind the camera, it's absolutely abysmal because the amount of times I've gone to sets and been the only black person present is insane. Behind the camera, you see no black people in the writer's room, you see no black people as production, is just none. I don't want to pass down advice to another generation to tell them that they have to work twice as hard to get half as far. In terms of my job, something happened that dissatisfied me and a good amount of people complained in a good way and it did not work. It did not work to complain in private. And when I left publicly, then a change happened. The only one that makes the industry apologize is the public. 18,000 people complained through emails and the right way, and that didn't do nothing. But as soon as something's a trending topic on Twitter, now it's like, yo, we need to do something about this. We're not keeping quiet no more. That's how the industry changes. If there's going to be a decision or a ruling on whether something is wrong that affects the black community, you need a black board. You need a board of black, right? If there's going to be something that affects the Asian community, you need a board that has Asian people, right? Because if you have somebody that has never experienced certain pains, right, make a decision on whether that pain is valid or not, they're going to be making it through the filter of their own personal experiences. Organizations try to make it seem like they're not people. So that's why they make themselves faceless or nameless. And in the background, it's like, okay, Ofcom decided that this is okay. Who is Ofcom? Who are they? Because at the end of the day, these are people making the decision. Every time something happens where it's like, okay, this is something we need to address, an open letter is written by that board. That gets shared by every member of the board, whether it's Stormzy, whether it's a John Boyega, whether it's a Idris Elba. Now you're creating a media storm every single time that we've been disrespected to a level, until every single time that somebody goes to make a decision, they might have to think twice, like, oh, we might get that board, you know, we gotta watch what we do because that board might have something to say about it. We don't want the open letter this week. You saw how they got the open letter last week. That's what I want. That's what I'd love to see. Have the vibe of tomorrow this could change, and that's just how I'm rolling with it.